Hello Brujas and welcome back to my channel. As usual, it's your girl Moki, the Pastel Bruja, aiding you on your spiritual journey. One pastel post, podcast, YouTube video, however I can get it to you at a time. Welcome back or welcome if you're new. Today we're doing something a little bit new. Not necessarily new, but it's been a very long time since I've done one. We're doing a pick a card reading. So I'm gonna have y'all pick a card. I'm gonna tell y'all the pick a pile. Rather, I'm gonna tell y'all all the crystals and then I'll explain it to y'all so that y'all can pick while I'm explaining, and then we'll jump right in. So we have fluorite, flower agate, and rainbow moonstone. You can pick whichever one resonates the most with you. And then from there, each message under that crystal is for you. So go ahead and pick your crystal. Or if more than one of them is calling out to you or resonating with you, you can pick more than one. Nothing wrong with that. So I'll give you a moment to pick, and then we're going to jump in with fluorite. So let's see what fluorite has here. And I will tell y'all my personal meaning, and then give y'all the advice from Jackie's guidebook here as well. So we have the Four of Wands appearing reversed, and we have the Queen of Swords appearing upright. So the Queen of Swords is just appearing here to call you to be more, to be more independent, to be more assertive, to set boundaries. And since we have the Four of Wands appearing here reversed, I'm feeling like we need to set boundaries with those who are close to us, our friends, our loved ones, because we might be pouring a lot of our energy into them and it might be taking a lot from us. And I know that we're required to do so, but we also have to think about ourselves, correct? So Jackie's advice here for the Four of Swords, whether it's reversed or upright, is look for the joys and celebrations in life and treasure them. Allow yourself to be fully inspired and transformed when you see how beautiful this type of loving foundation can be. So just because you have to set boundaries with people doesn't mean it has to be a negative thing, doesn't mean it has to be the end of a relationship. It's just more so about establishing a healthy relationship so that the relationship can truly thrive. And Jackie's advice for the Queen of Swords is, what is your relationship with boundaries? Is there a place in your life where you need to practice on working on them? Sorry, guys. So just establishing that relationship with boundaries with our loved ones so that we can have better relationships with them is important for those who picked fluorite. Moving on to flower agate, my flower agate folk. We have the moon appearing reversed, and we have the Five of Swords appearing reversed also. So don't jump into a frenzy if you pick the flower agate, because the moon is just saying to take a look at things and really examine things, right? It's talking about taking a look at ourselves, taking a look at trying to see things for what they really are and connecting with the subconscious mind. So it's just basically saying to get in tune with yourself and just really just go with the flow of life, to go and tune into life. That's what I'm getting here. Jackie's advice is disconnection to nature or natural cycles, repression of wildness. Her advice is, when was the last time you looked up at the moon? Does the moon have a message for you? It might be time to pay attention to it or connect to connect to nature in other ways. So just like I said, connecting to the energy, connecting to life in different ways. We have the Five of Swords. I'm gonna read her advice here. It's talking about difficulty reconciling. Actually, before I jump into that, I'm going to talk about this because this is the message I'm getting for the Five of Swords. It's jumping into my brain, so I have to say it. Picking up the pieces. We might not always be able to pick up all of the pieces, okay? And that is okay, because the Five of Swords is talking about loss, disagreement, and when it's reversed, it's talking about defeat and difficulty reconciling. So Jackie's advice is, it's most likely time to cut your losses. Apologizing and or finding forgiveness could be required in order to move on. So sometimes we do need to get that closure. Sometimes we do need to step back into that, but sometimes we don't need to pick up the pieces and we just need to move on. And that's what the Five of Swords is really kind of calling you to do, is what do I need to pour my energy into and what do I not need to pour my energy into right now, as far as whatever the situation may be for you. And last but not least, we have my rainbow moonstone, folks. What we got going for here? All right, we've got the Hermit and Three of Wands both appearing upright. So we know when the Hermit is appearing, it's calling us to take a moment of solitude, call into ourselves, take some time. It makes sense, right? We're coming into the holiday season, and I feel like this came up in the podcast readings as well, that we need to take some time before the actual holiday begins, the hustle and bustle of the holiday begins. So really just taking some time to what's the word, focus our energy on ourselves and recall our energy rather, before we go out and spend it all with all of our family and all of our friends for the holidays, because we know basically after this week the holiday kicks off. The holiday season like officially kicks off. Like we're going to parties, we're going to work parties, we're going to home parties, we're going to our family, we're going to our friends, we're going to see our friends before we leave town to see our family, all this crazy stuff. So take some time for you. And Jackie's advice for the hermit is get cozy with a book about the archetypes, tarot, or spirituality, and get ready to take notes. This is a quiet time of learning and growth. So we're not just taking time for ourselves, but we're also reflecting. We're also growing. We're at the end of the year mark where we're going to be reflecting on our goals, what we want, and Spirit is saying we need to focus on this energy, my rainbow moonstone folk. Okay, so then we're going to wrap this up with the Three of Wands for y'all. It's appearing upright, so it's talking about stability, right? We're setting up stability, we're setting up the future. Once again, correlating with this end of the year energy I was talking about here, we're talking about giving structure to our dreams and constructing a new reality and expanding. Jackie's advice here is something is growing here. Follow your inspiration and keep creating. Something exciting is coming together. So keep going, keep putting your time, effort, and energy into whatever it is you're doing, and plan for the future, plan for the new year. That's what Spirit is saying to y'all, and that's how I'm gonna end this. Pick a card. Let me know what y'all pick, which crystal y'all picked down below, and if it was insightful. And if y'all want to see more readings like this, make sure you give it a like and comment what types of pick a cards you'd like to see in the future, like about love, about money, whatever y'all want to see, and I can make that happen. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As usual, stay beautiful, keep shining, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.